This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1606, How to Create a Chore and Reward System for Kids, by Andy Hill of MarriageKidsAndMoney.com. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome back to ORD with me, Greg Audino. Great to have you here as always as we dive into another article, this time for the parents out there. Andy Hill is going to be sharing some ideas about chores and rewards for kids and how to implement them in the perfect way, based on age, learning, and your family's needs. So let's give his work the floor as we optimize your life. How to Create a Chore and Reward System for Kids, by Andy Hill of MarriageKidsAndMoney.com. This month, my goal is to get my daughter Zoe focused on helping out more around the house. I remember when I was a kid, we had a chore chart list, and if I completed all of my tasks, I would get an allowance. It helped me correlate hard work with reward. I want to do the same thing for Zoe. Now, she's only 5 years old, so I can't exactly get her to shovel the walkway or cut the grass quite yet. But there are a lot of other age-appropriate activities for her. Nicole and I want Zoe to do certain chores around the house because she's just a member of the family, and that's what you do. And there are other chores where she'll receive money. Some of these family chores include brushing her teeth, getting dressed with minimal help, making her bed with our help, and setting the table before dinner and clearing the dishes afterward. Those are all things Zoe will do as part of the family. We talked about some good money chores for a 5-year-old. Our goal was to choose money chores that were simple enough for Zoe to do by herself or with minimal supervision, chores that were actually helpful for us, and also chores that were not overwhelming for her each week. We determined that 3 activities per week would be enough for Zoe. Here are the 3 money chores that we chose. Number 1, Zoe will help us with the laundry by matching socks and putting away her clothes in drawers after they're folded. Number 2, we have a small vacuum that Zoe will run in our kitchen once a week. Our kids get more food on the floor than they get in their mouths, so this quick cleanup will help us out by having a nicer looking kitchen. And 3, once the dishwasher is finished with its cycle, we'll have Zoe put away the silverware once per week. When Zoe completes one of these tasks, we're going to give her $1. If she completes all 3 money tasks, she'll get $3 per week, $12 per month, $150 per year. That's some good money for a 5-year-old. Spend, save, and give jars. We've developed 3 jars for Zoe a year or so ago. 1 jar is labeled save, 1 is labeled spend, and 1 is labeled give. We haven't been very disciplined about a system for these jars until this month. But our month-long MKM challenge will force me to focus on making her chores and the use of these jars habit this month. Going forward, we're going to have Zoe put $1 in each jar per week. The save jar is focused on bigger ticket items that she wants to buy. For example, she wants to buy Moana on DVD so she can watch it at home 1,000 times. The spend jar will serve as her quick purchase jar. If she wants to buy something at the dollar store or at the local convenience store, like candy, stickers, puzzles, or tiny toys, she can use her money from the spend jar. And the give jar will hold her savings for moments that she wants to give a gift to family, charity, or someone in need. I'm excited to get the challenge going this month. I think it'll help Zoe feel like a contributing family member. It'll get her in a helpful habit at a young age, and her money chores will help her buy some things that she's excited about too. Age-appropriate chores. If you're interested in joining me for the MKM challenge this month, here are some sample chores by age that can get you started. 3 to 5 years old. Family chores. Putting away their dirty clothes in the hamper. Making the bed with help. Setting the dinner table with help. Money chores. Wiping counters, matching socks for laundry, and putting away silverware. 6 to 10 years old. Family chores. Getting dressed without help. Making the bed every day, and emptying garbage from around the house. Money chores, cleaning the bathroom, washing the car, and vacuuming. 11 to 13 years old, family chores. Take garbage to the street weekly, putting away their own laundry, feeding pets and filling water bowls. Money chores, helping with yard work, raking leaves, shoveling snow. 14 to 18 years old, family chores. Learning to do their own laundry, cleaning their own bathroom, and cleaning their own room. Money chores, cutting the lawn, weeding, and babysitting younger siblings. This list will hopefully get your mind cranking on where your kids can help out around the house. Here are 5 steps for success when it comes to getting your kids into the habit of chores. Number 1, determine what chores your kids should be paid for and what chores they should do as a member of the family. Number 2, create those 3 jars that we spoke about: save, spend, and give. We use some clear mason jars instead of a piggy bank so Zoe can physically see her money grow. It'll hopefully encourage her to earn more and help out more. Number 3, when the chore is done, inspect their work to make sure they did it right. This isn't so you can be a slave driver, it's more so they know you're engaged and that you care about the hard work they did for the family. Number 4, make a big deal about it when they're done. This is the time for hugs, kisses, and big compliments. I feel like Zoe has enjoyed doing her chores in the past more for my accolades than for the dollars she gets. And number 5, help your child spend, save, and give responsibly. Take them to the store, encourage them to pay at the counter with their own money so they can see how the process works. If they save up a bunch of money for something big, meet them in the middle if you want. For example, if your kid saves up 50% of the money for a new video game or an Amazon Fire tablet, match the other 50% if you can. Lastly, help them understand the importance of giving. If they buy a gift with their money, be sure that they are the ones that physically give it so that they can experience the joy that comes from giving. You just listened to the post titled, "How to Create a Chore and Reward System for Kids" by Andy Hill of MarriageKidsAndMoney.com. And thanks so much to Andy for this post. Definitely a great way of holding kids accountable and teaching them basics about money and contribution. And to get them more involved, you might also want to think about giving them chances to choose their chores, as well as maybe how much they feel they deserve to earn for them, which can be a slippery slope. But if they're old enough, this can definitely get them more involved and incentivize them. It can help them learn more about their interests, about their strengths, how to negotiate, and how to just work as part of a unit, rather than just for themselves. So, within this system, there sure is a lot of opportunity for growth and life lessons. You might also want to consider getting time limits involved, something like that, slowly but surely introducing work life. And of course, talking them through this in an age-appropriate way all throughout. So, an amazing foundation provided by Andy with even more ways to expand. Think on that, parents. Teachers, too, could likely benefit from this post. Wishing you all luck as you try to implement it. We're going to get going now, everyone, but enjoy your Friday if you're listening in real time. Thank you for coming as always, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.